Hello and welcome to Nekogaminglive, bringing you Skyfactory 3. Alright guys, where we left off, we had these machines running a pretty good pace, getting some resources gathered up here. As you see, I actually had to switch out the filter from the iron to the flint because we needed all types of resources, and I wasn't getting any of the silver or copper ore. So I switched the gravel setup and the sand setup, but I left the dust setup as an iron filter on it. So we got that set up. Now the difference between these systems is last episode we saw these just the gravel side, and what we had to do is we had to multiply that for sand and for dust setup. Now there is a few things different. As you see, I had to add a few more auto compressors because I needed one for just purely gravel and one for the materials that we were collecting and one for the cobble, because the cobble was going to fill up and not leave enough room for the gravel to do its thing. So that was something that we needed to look at on possibly moving around and keeping there. Also, I keep getting these chickens, these log chickens just floating around this base like crazy. It's driving me nuts. Anywho, so we got these little spot loaders just kind of keeping this running while I'm running around doing things, and we'll come back to him. What our goal on this episode today is I am so sick of looking at this colossal chest. It has no GUI to access its inventory other than just clicking on it, so you can't use it with a crafting table or anything like that. So we're going to set up something unique. And what that is today, it will be called refined storage. It's just like applied energistics, but simpler. Like the olden days. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the goodies out of here that I have already pre-planned for this episode. And we got a couple loot bags that I also want to open up on camera and hopefully not like blow up in the process. So first things first, we have a controller. The controller is basically like the brains of the computer. It has a internal power storage that will fill up and kind of get going. Oh, okay, good. I do. Just making sure that we had a pick on us here, that we can place down some extra power lines. But basically this controller, what this is it's the main brain of the entire system. So that way we can start hooking up drive bays and everything along that line. So what we need to do, though, to proceed in this mod is we need a thing called a solder. So let me jump over to storage, so I can show you guys that recipe real quick for this. It's not hard. It's enriched quartz iron and 2 sticky pistons. Pretty simple design, not having to worry too much. And it doesn't look like we need power? That's weird. Alright, with that said, we need to move on here. Alright, so we need to make storage drives, but to make said storage drives I'm going to need a drive disk manipulator. I believe that's what we're looking for. Yeah. With a disk manipulator we need a construction core, which is a basic processor. Basic processors are printed basic, redstone, and silicon press. So we got silicon and basic processor press. Perfect. What was that? Redstone. I think that was redstone we needed. Kind of glad that chest is there right now, but we won't need it for long. So, alright. So that's slowly going. I think I might, have a birthday by the time this first one's done. That's all good. Alright, finally, basic processor. for the construction core, it just needs to be followed by one glowstone. Sorry guys, getting over a cold right now. It sucks. So we're going to throw that in our crafting grid to make one of them. The next one we need is a same type of setup, but we need a nether quartz attached with this one. So let's get into our system here. I believe I do have some nether quartz somewhere in this system. Where is a good question though? Can I see it? I don't. Alright. So deconstruction, and then I need a storage housing, which is some glass, some quartz iron, and a crafting table somewhere. Alright. So we need one of these. For this recipe. Back to the drive bay. And then just a machine casing, which is just a standard 8 enriched irons here. I keep clicking on the wrong thing. And we need a few more of these. And now, can we make it? Yes, yes we can. Okay. Disk manipulator. This is the basic storage drive, I believe. Did I make the wrong one? I bet you I did. Yeah, I did. Oh well, we're going to need that later. So I need 2 advanced processors. So let's stop this process here. We have the basics, but now I need the advanced. Is diamond and redstone. Diamond, redstone. Alright, so we need 2 of those. As we're getting that one, we need a chest and a machine casing. So let's run downstairs real quick and grab a chest and a machine casing. Boop, boop, boop. Machine casing. And I need to grab one more wood out of the storage here. Boom. And now we can make a chest. Perfect. Is this done? Almost done. Wow, if I knew it was going to be this slow today, guys, I would have upgraded this thing way before. But unfortunately, to do a lot of the stuff that we need to do today, we need to use this machine in particular. So let's go ahead and let that solder up. That's going to give us our drive bay finally. And now we're going to need to make our actual drives, which I've already been working on. And what I want to create is the 4K storage parts. So yet again, we're going to need a lot of the basic processors, which looks like I don't have a lot of. So we're going to hold off on that idea. Because once the drive bay is done, what I want to get into is I want to get into the crafting grid of the grid. So we need to make 2 improved, 1 destruction, and 1 construction cores out of the solderer in order to proceed with that. Okay, perfect. Look, now we got a disk drive. So hook these back up in here like so. I'm gonna go ahead, get a bunch of these knocked out real quick, guys. This is taking a little bit of a second. I'm sorry that I didn't do this ahead of time or have like 50 of these machines doing all the same thing. So give me a second, I'll be right back and we will continue this storage setup. Alrighty guys, and we are back. As I was working around, I decided to create 2 more solderers because this was taking forever. So we got that done. Now what we need to do is jump right into our grid. Our grid, we need a machine housing yet again, which looks like the common thing for everything in this mod so far. So we need a grid, some quartz, enriched iron, and improved processors, which I have up here working, I believe. Yep, right here. That are all ready to go. So let's jump right in here. Let's make a grid. Now, a grid will show us all the items in our network stored on our drives. But I don't want to stop there. I want to go even farther than that. So the next part that I want to do is I want to turn this into a crafting grid. So it's a little easier. So it's a grid, a crafting table, an advanced processor. Nothing super hard on that. We'll get into the other grids and crafting system probably in a later episode. But for the most part, we want to be able to get all of our stuff stored. So the next thing I want to look into is some cabling, because we're going to need some cabling to go around this place. And then we need a way to get everything out of this chest into the system, which is called an importer, which is just a basic... Was it deconstruction? Yeah, deconstruction. Quartz, where are you, quartz? So we're gonna make, we'll just say 2 of these because who knows when we're gonna need another one. So there's 2 of them right there. And an importer with the basic. Perfect. You know what? We'll do 2 just to be safe. Alright. Kind of clean up my inventory a little bit so we can get all this wiring done. So we'll run upstairs real fast and then we'll throw this crafting grid right on top of the controller, which if you actually click on the controller, it tells you all the stuff that is on the network that is it's powering. And this is via cables, via touching each other type of deal. But that's what we have. Right now we have no storage so far. As you can see, no disk drives. But I've already made a few, so let's go ahead and pop 4 disk drives in. This gives us a storage of 16,000 items. And the next thing is we want to import this chest, right? Perfect. So we're going to run some cables here, avoiding the torches, and into the computer. And this should start working. No redstone. And so far it's not working. What do I need to do? Let's take this downstairs. How about that? We'll do the side of the chest. Maybe that might need to be. So we'll do right here on the side of the chest. And run our cables still. Alright. Is anything importing whatsoever? No. We can store stuff in it. It is not importing. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and troubleshoot this, and I'll let you know how it hooks up to these colossal chests. Alright, guys. We're back again. So, I did a test real quick to make sure that I'm just not hallucinating, and it actually works. And sure enough, you put an item in, and it imports it right on out. Right into the computer. And there's our piece of bread. Now with colossal chests, there's a thing called, oop, that was too far down. Go back up 1 more floor. There's a thing called a chest core, not the wall, but the core itself, as you can see from the NEI at the top, or the Willa at the top. It says colossal chest core. That's your import export area for getting all your items out of your chest. So once that's done, we'll be able to move right along, but it's doing one item at a time. So I'm not very patient enough, so we're gonna speed this up with a speed card. And as you can see, it's starting to really get going. Let's go ahead and throw a stack upgrade, which need 4 speed upgrades, which means we need 4 speed things. So let's see how many of these we can create. We now need some quartz and some iron. Iron, because we are out of quartz enriched iron. Quartz. And to do this, you just do a 3x3 for that, and bada bing, bada boom. All done there. So right back to the upgrade slot again. 4, perfect. And then we need to make these speed, so I need some sugarcane. 4 to be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come over here to this guy right here. And oops, we need to turn this into sugar first. And then stick the sugar right there. We're going to clean out this inventory real quick so we can do the same thing here. Let these make some speed upgrades real fast. This is still importing very slowly, but it's getting there. Remember, we can have up to 16,000 items in this one inventory. This is so cool, and it's going to be so much easier to craft things. We're not having to go hunting down for things anymore. It's going to be real nice. Okay, so there's our first speed upgrade and second speed upgrade. Already done, ready to go. So let's throw these back in the computer. We're going to need a total of 5 more sugarcane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll throw the sugarcane right here. Bada bing, bada boom. Check to see if our speed upgrades are done, and they are. And we are going to make a stack upgrade. Cool thing about the stack upgrade, as you guys can tell, this is going 1 item at a time very slowly. But now if we throw a stack upgrade in there, it will now do a stack every single time with a speed efficiency on it. Awesome. Awesome all the way around. So we're going to just keep that going, clean up our inventories here, because we don't need a lot of different things. Next episode, guys, that I'm going to be bringing you, we're going to be working on getting some automation set up, and then we're going to also be working on trying to get some more diamonds, I believe. I don't know. I think we'll do some magical crops. I think that's what we'll do. We'll run a line over here, do a import bus right here off the side, and get all the Inferium essence shipped off to the main house, so that way we can start doing some tier 5 crafting and stuff like that. Also, I want to work towards getting some blaze either some blaze spawners or blaze items, so that way we can get a little further in our technology tree. Let's go over here to our book. We have not been in our book for quite a while, so let's go into the farming age. Capture a cow and make a cow in a jar. Well, old Bessie up here, as you've probably been seeing all episode, has been waiting patiently. But time to make a cow in a jar. And bada bing, we now have a cow in a jar. Slowly making milk. Let's go ahead and pick that up. And we're going to put that right here on our ME network because that's just so cool to stare at. Can hold up to 8 buckets of milk inside there, which is awesome. So when we start doing some nether fights, what else we got? Check. Make a matlock out of Tinker's tools. I did do that already, but I wanted to prove to you guys that I do have one. Over here in our farming station, I actually have one better than all of them. is I have a paper mattock, which is unbreakable. Holy cow. So this farm will always keep going and going and going, and I don't have to replace tools. Perfect. Check. Use a nesting pen to automate collecting. Well, I won't say automation, but definitely have a nesting pen. Next one, we made diamond seeds, as we've been getting diamonds very slowly. We'll work on getting mob chunks. Use growth crystals, which are these guys right here, to accelerate the growth. Master Infusion crystal, we're gonna work on that. Flying, I want to get to flight by next episode, at least towards the higher end tier. Travel to the nether, we haven't done. Use a diamond chest transporter to bring home 5 blaze spawners. That's kind of what we kind of need right now. Kill a wither, nowhere close to that. What else do we got? Let's go to Age of Machines. Craft a power generation of some kind. We have the lava generator. Automate my cobblestone into gravel. We did that using the auto hammers. Use energy conduits to power several machines at once. Yep, did that. Automate loot bag creation. Let's come over here. Slowly but for surely, we're getting there. We have loot bags over here. It's not fully automated because I need to set up a certain filter, but we'll call this one done for sure. So check. Automate crop harvesting, check. Refine storage system to store your thingies. Yep, just did that. Automate stores of ore and chunk pieces from an automatic sieve. Yep. Got that done. Process sieve materials to ingots. Not yet there. Next is big reactors. Not there yet. Solar arrays, void miners. I think that's going to be pretty much it for our book of achievements. Last thing I want to do this episode, guys, I want to go ahead and open up these loot bags. First things first, I want to do it over some cobblestone so we don't fall to our death. Alright, what do we got? First thing, purple slime sapling. Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. And an iron helmet. Well, no more leather. Now we're back to iron. Remember that we used to have iron, and then we fell down there and died. Yeah, not good. Next, a void crystal axe. Ooh. A bucket of lava, I'll take that, and another iron helmet. I'm good on that, don't need that. And our last rare, slimy sapling, drawer key. Not really gonna need a drawer key, so let's go ahead and throw that in the trash. And then if we run over here real quick, I have 2 more of these baggies. First one, block of concealed blood, okay. Slime ball and an iron chest plate. I'll take that. Iron chest plate, perfect. And then the last loot bag, come on. We have a baconator, a jerkinator, and snow. Don't know how I feel about the snow. But the other 2, I'll take those. Alright guys. We're going to go ahead and proceed with the next episode at this time. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please hit the like button up below. If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for further videos to come.